Hey everybody, I'm stuck in the past. Well, I just got back out of the hay fields. We just got done second cutting, and it was quite a ride. You're going to see a couple of challenges we came over, and you're going to see some pretty nice looking hay. So join me in the fields. Yeah, here we are. Once again, I've been a terrible YouTuber and didn't film really any of the cutting, except for a couple of seconds worth. Ran into some issues and just didn't have time to really pull the phone out and make any kind of recording. Lost the bolt to the wobble box drive here, I guess you want to call it, for the sickle bar. And the chain kept throwing off for the drive for the reel because it's too loose, so I gotta take a link out of that. And well, anyway, we won't talk about much of that. So anyway, we're back. We got a little bit of a treat this go around. Very close friend of mine, matter of fact, the guy that helped me move that shed in that one video, decided he wanted to see what his H would do out in the field. So he rustled it up out of the old steam show grounds, and that's where it lives anyway. And we're going to go ahead and do some raking with it probably tomorrow. If he's feeling well enough, he'll be out here doing it with us. I hope he's feeling well enough, because I'm not a big fan of pan seats. Even though he did upgrade the spring and shock, it's still not that comfortable. But that's all right. So hopefully it'll all work out. So let's get her off the trailer. So it appears the battery has gone dead on us. So she'll probably just stay up here for the night, because I actually forgot my third ramp anyway, which normally I don't need. But to get down with the hay rake on there, it makes it a whole lot easier. I've actually never done it without the third ramp, so not even sure if it's possible. So I'll bring some jumper cables tomorrow and the third ramp, and we'll probably get her off. But this tractor actually happens to be the predecessor to the 300 over there. Pretty much the exact model before the 300 came out. Every tractor we own around here does have a name. This one in particular we call the Colonel, after my buddy's late grandfather, as it was donated to him from his grandfather in passing. Wonderful tractor. Runs really great when it does run. Just have to get a good battery in it, I guess. Anyway, let's get started and get this hay flipped. Right now it's really dry on top, but after having sat, the underside is still pretty moist. So we're gonna go ahead and start tedding. Get this stuff flipped over, and should be nice and dry by tomorrow. Tedding is about one of my favorite things, because it's just so low in drama. You just kind of drive along, lump the hay. So this particular section I didn't get cut till yesterday, only because I had that sickle bar issue. So everything out there and out there was cut 2 days ago. And I'm seeing a lot of green in this stuff. So what I'll probably end up doing to combat that is come in tomorrow morning after the dew lifts and ted it again, hopefully while my friend is on the H raking up all the rest of the stuff. So hopefully that's how it all works out. Well, we got her off. I bump started it off the trailer since I got my third ramp. All I gotta do is roll and let off the clutch. And there she is. Should be good to go for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and test out the hay rake a little bit and make sure it's working right. Sometimes it's a little finicky if you don't use it for a while. So I'm gonna make sure the belt's tracking and everything like it should be. And then, like I said in the last segment, I'm gonna go over and finish tedding that again. And then this stuff's ready for raking probably. We can go check it out real quick while we're waiting for my other guy to show up. But I'm sure this stuff's extremely dry now. Oh yeah. That's almost crunchy. That's what we want. So while he's raking, I'll be tedding. And then as soon as I get done tedding, I'm gonna hook the baler up and just start putting them out. And we're off. Always did love the sound of an H. Just kind of hums right along. If a tractor could ever sound polite, I feel like this is what it would sound like. So far, I'm glad I'm going to be hitting this twice. It's pretty close to dry, but I see a little couple green spots here and there. I'm going to get the kernel over there. Go ahead and rake this last. It should give it a lot of time to dry throughout the day. I mean, it's hot out, so we ought to get it pretty decent dry before he comes over here to get it raked up. That little stuff I raked up there looked pretty decent though, which means over there is going to look good too. Oh, there he is calling me now. And we're off true to form, looking like 1950 out here. It's a good feeling to see the two farm hauls running. The old H does good. So one very important thing to do is to make sure everything stays lubricated. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing turning over. I'm going to hit the chains real quick. There she goes. Here's a device you don't see often anymore. A little hand pump oiler. That's all you really want to do is get it nice and lubed up. Just so everything turns like it should. So a valuable lesson learned just now. I had twine in this baler from the last time I baled, which was a couple months ago. And well, the baler sits outside and moisture gets into the twine box. And I rotted out the bottom of the twine, and you can't really tell now because I rebaled a few of them, but we just had a heck of a time getting the knotters to work, only because the twine kept breaking. So a valuable lesson: try to keep everything as dry as possible. But so far we've made that many and we haven't missed a beat yet. Looking pretty good. My only concern is I'm not going to have enough twine now. But I got a friend coming, he might be able to bring some. So this is what I was talking about. From sitting inside the twine box, just got rusted up and just made it weak. So note to self, don't let stuff rot. Not a bad look, is it? They go together well. So it looks like we're yielding a little better than I thought we would. Well, I've made a lot of hay so far. I still have 2/3 left to go. So I can't complain there. have a customer picking up some hay already. Probably a little over halfway done now. I think my raking guy is just about done. I don't know if you can see him all the way out there, but the cavalry has arrived. Now we're really getting it done. I don't know that we need that many people, but I tell you what, the property owners here sure do know how to rally a troop. We're on our last little section here, and then we'll be on the stacking. So as it turns out, the string is very important, as you can see. We just blew another bale apart. Never skimp out on the quality of string you use. This stuff I got from Tractor Supply, which isn't my usual distributor, and this baler just will not run it. See, we got this double action happening here now because we probably broke the string and it wrapped on itself again. It's not too bad. I bet you I can cut that out and clean it up, but it just will not run. I got maybe 6 bales out of it so far. Luckily we're just about at the end of the field, but this is ridiculous. So let me go ahead and get this cleaned up, see if I can get it working again. Oversight's a hell of a thing. I'm almost willing to bet I just fixed my problems. Instead of running down alongside this round piece, I had the string going down here, which is a sharp edge. I think I've been breaking them on there. I bet you will run good now. So we'll see. That's the problem with getting tired and wanting to rush. Never do that. Sure enough, that's what it was. Now just to go back and rebale all the ones I didn't get. Whoa, think it'll get it? Ah, come on. Wants to. There it goes. There she goes. So yeah, that was definitely the issue. Because now we're starting to produce bales again, so maybe this twine isn't too bad. I did, however, have to really back off on my twine tension, otherwise it was popping then too. Both sides. And I know the one side is threaded right. So, definitely going to try to stick to what I know. This is a pain in the butt. Uh-oh. Ah, gotta take that one out. And that's kind of why it's a pain in the butt. So now I gotta dig that out. That's not too bad though. And this should be the last bale. Dang it, YouTube, every time I open up my phone, I do this. There it goes. Oh, come on. It's trying. It'll go. There it goes. I'm gonna stop opening my phone up when I'm doing this stuff. Alright, I guess I'll have to get that one. Alright, let's try this again. Phone at 5%, so let's see if we make it. There it is, YouTube. This field's done. Thanks for watching.